Yo, today is August 4th. We're on pages 10 and 11. It's a brand new month, so you know it's the book club. And the book this month is called Goodbye Stranger.
又到了我们好书俱乐部的单元咯。我们每个月呢都会介绍一本好书嘛。那我们这个月要介绍的好书呢叫做《再见陌生人》。然后我们看到这个英文标题是 Goodbye Stranger。那副标题它写说了 Growing up in a connected world， 成长在一个网络交织的世界里头。我不知道各位你们在成长的过程当中有没有那种感觉是，我今天还觉得这件事情是这样想的，然后到了明天的时候，想法又不一样了，可能自己跟自己过去的自己会有不同的想法，有没有这种经验呢？
Okay, very quickly before we continue, look at connected. I want you to underline TED.We know ed has three sounds, t, d, and id. And you know because 这个是 TED 它发 tid, 而且你要加强. So growing up in a connected world 才对. Underline that, right? TID, and say it clearly. And with that, let's get ready for paragraph 1.
Goodbye, stranger.Friendship can be confusing, especially during the teenage years, when kids face major changes. Goodbye, Stranger, a novel by Rebecca Stead, deals with the complex world of middle school friendships and the challenges of growing up. The story follows three best friends, Bridge, Emily, and Tabitha. They promise that they will never fight.However, as they enter 7th grade, they begin to grow in different directions, and their friendship starts to change. The novel centers on Bridge, who survived a serious accident years ago. Since then, she has started to question her purpose in life. At the same time, Emily begins a romantic relationship.And Tabitha becomes deeply interested in social justice. As the story moves towards Valentine's Day, a private photo of Emily is shared online without her permission. This causes serious problems within their social circle. The situation shows how easily online actions can get out of control.and harm others. Through topics such as friendship, loneliness, betrayal, and love, Goodbye Stranger suggests that people have many different sides, and these sides can change over time. Growing up, therefore, is not about finding one fixed self, but about learning to understand and accept these
changes.Okay, friends, please open your magazines to pages 10 and 11. As always, you want to write notes in your magazine. I always do that with my magazines, and it really helps me remember. Let's start with paragraph 1. Friendship can be confusing, especially during the teenage years when kids face major changes.
好，我们来看第一段的第一句话哦。他说 Friendship can be confusing. When you say something that is confusing, 就是让人很困惑的意思，来自于这个动词 confuse. 好 confuse 这个字变成 ing, confusing. Especially during the teenage years, 尤其是在这种青少年时期，然后一个逗号，它后面告诉你说 when kids face major changes. 好，在这段时期呢，很多的孩子要面临很多重大的转变，可能自己的身材的变化、声音的变化、人际关系的变化，你开始在意同侪之间对你的看法，越来越注意到自己在别人眼中有没有很酷、很棒。
Yeah, it's also a good time to kind of think about who is the adult I want to be. It's a time when you experiment a lot with yourself and your ideas. You think, what adult do I want to be and how can I do that? I want everybody to pick up their pencil. I want you to underline the ship.In friendship, that ship is a lot like TION and ment, mint, shun, and ship, they all tell you this is a noun.
没错，所以这个 friendship 里面后面那个 ship， 好，这个东西的话就是告诉我们说它是一个名词的字根，像什么 tion 啊 ness 啊，这些东西都是告诉你它是名词，而且尤其是这个 ship， 它有一种抽象的感觉，比方说像 relationship。好，就变成是人跟人之间的情感，或者是今天你谈一段感情，所以在这里的话，这个 friendship, relationship 这个 ship 就是一种这种关系，而且是抽象的，它是一个名词的这种字根。
It's just like a boat, right? What does ship mean? It means boat, Juan, right? And you have to be in there together, and they're not very big, so you have to be close. There is that kind of relationship aspect of it. You're exactly right. Goodbye, Stranger, a novel by Rebecca Stead, deals with the complex world of middle school friendships and the challenges of growing up.
好，我们来看第二句话，这句话虽然有点长 ，Let's break it down。我们来看第一个 ，Goodbye Stranger， 好，还是这个书名嘛，所以它用斜体字的方式来说明。A novel by Rebecca Stead， 好，在这里的话，你看到逗号后面，它是一个这种同位语。啊，就变成是说，他告诉你 Goodbye Stranger， 它是 Rebecca Stead 写的一本小说，好 ，deals with the complex world， 还是他是在说什么事情 ？Deal with 的话，其实就是在探讨什么样的主题 ？The complex world of middle school friendships， 好，就变成是在中学时期人跟人之间、青少年之间的友谊。And the challenges of growing up， 还有成长过程当中会遇到的挑战。
Okay, let's look at our 副标题 here. Let's look at our subtitle. We have growing up in a connected world. And now in this sentence, we have and the challenges of growing up. We have growing up 2 times here. And why are we using the gerund here? Why are we using our ing? 不是现在的意思，对不对？ Growing up in our 副标题, it's the subject. And remember your subject can't be a verb. 你的主词没办法动词加 ing. Growing up in our sentence here, the challenges of growing up 要加 ing because it's after a preposition. And 在这句子之后 bro, you need a noun.
没错，所以说今天碰到动词要把它变名词化的话，我们最好的方式就是加 ing。如果是主词需要一个名词，我们就变 growing。啊，在这个地方 of 介系词后面它需要一个名词，我们就用 growing， 用 ing 的方式来表达动词。
The story follows 3 best friends, Bridge, Emily, and Tabitha. They promise that they will never fight.
好，我们来看一下主角出现咯。The story follows 3 best friends。那我们这个故事呢是围绕在3个好朋友之间 ，Bridge、Emily and Tabitha。好，这个 Bridge 它本来叫 Bridget， 但是后来他因为出了个意外之后呢，他就把那个 T 拿掉，他跟妈妈讲说，我比较想要用个新的名字来出发，所以他就叫自己 Bridge。
So look at the name Bridge. We have DGE. You don't see a lot of words with DGE, but most students say them wrong. But it's really, really easy. Number one, 这个 D 没有发音。So 如果没有发音 why do we have it? Well, 事实上这个 DGE 要告诉你前面的母音是短的。So this is bridge, not bride. Fridge is F-R-I-D-G-E. You know, fridge 就是 refrigerator 的缩写. It's the shorter way of saying it. All of these words with DGE 前面一定要短母音. That DGE is just saying, listen, 发跟 GE 一样, but 记得前面的母音是短的. It's very useful to know. Underline it and learn it.
没错，好，必须要记得。
Remember?
没错，所以在这里的话，老师特别提到这个 D 呢，它是不发音的，它只是要告诉你说前面的 I 呢要发短音的 I， 短音的 I。
All right, they promise they will never fight, and so kids like to do this, maybe especially if they have a lot of adults fighting in their life, or they see bigger kids fighting a lot. They say, we don't want that, we want to be different. We promise we will never fight. However, as they enter 7th grade, they begin to grow in different directions, and their friendship starts to change.
没错，所以他前面就讲好说，我们一辈子都要当好朋友，不要吵架哦。They promise 就是承诺，好，彼此承诺，约定好什么事情。However， 你一看到这个 however 就知道说，后面开始有了变化，话锋一转，他就说了 as they enter 7th grade. 好，一旦他们升上7年级之后，然后呢 they begin to grow in different directions. 好，意思就是他们开始往不同的方向去发展了。And their friendship starts to change. 好，他们的这个友情呢，也慢慢开始产生了一些变化。这个地方的变化可能不见得是坏的变化，但是你今天你看到他前面讲说永远不吵架，你就然后后面有一个中间有一个 however， 你就知道说，后面可能碰到了一些冲突，碰到了一些彼此难以去过去可以让这不把它讲清楚的事情了。
Do you still know a lot of your friends from middle school or elementary school?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yeah. 我的话很酷的是，我们那个国中的时候，每年因为我们当初是3年25班，所以我们在每年的3月25号那个周末，我们会聚在一起。
Oh, yeah. I kind of remember you telling me about this.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're still close with these people.
That's right.
I don't think... I mean, I know them on Facebook, but we're just acquaintances. It's been a long time, and I live on the other side of the world. So I rarely see them. But I will say I'm always happy to see what's going on in their life. But there are some people, our lives have grown in very different directions, some of us. Some good, some bad. And that's okay. But that's interesting. Anthony, I wonder, do you think your situation is unique or special?
Yeah, I guess I'm in a very lucky position. 我觉得我运气蛮好的，刚好还有一群好朋友，大家可以在每年的时候就定期相聚。可是慢慢的，很多时候你发现到国中、国小这种友情，更是高中，people just drift apart.
Yeah, well, you become different people, and that's kind of the point of this book. All right, well, let's take a break here, and when we come back, we got paragraph 2. Okay, friends, welcome back to Paragraph Enjoy English School. We're starting Paragraph 2. The novel centers on Bridge, who survived a serious accident years ago. Now, I told you DEG means short vowel. Let's look at the word survived. That means you remain alive through something very, very dangerous. Probably you have a good chance of dying. I want you to underline VIV in this word. That VIV is Latin for life.
Yeah, 没错。所以 survive 这个字它里面有个 VIV， 好，所以在这里的话呢，我们知道它是跟生命 life 有关系的，像 survive、revive， 好，这些字让什么重生啊等等 ，vivid， 好，这些字的话都有 VIV 这个 life 的这个字根，拉丁的字根在里头。我们来看这句话，他说了。The novel centers on 就是这部小说呢，它以什么为核心？主要在讲谁呢 ？On Bridge, who survived a serious accident years ago. 好，这个地方他就告诉你说，他呢在一个很严重的事故里面，好不容易活了下来。如果你去看书的话，你就知道说他在小学3年级的时候，碰到一场这个严重的，他可能在滑板砰，严重的车祸，所以他这个3年级的时候，他完全是待在医院里头，然后妈妈呢就帮助他在家自学，然后学3年级的课程，到了4年级才回到这个学校里面，所以他讲的是这件事情。然后在这边呢，他提到 survive a serious accident 就是指意外的意思。
Have you ever not survived maybe a serious accident? Have you had any close calls in your life?
还好我运气不错，没有。Knock on wood.
I had 2 in my life actually, and weirdly, I told my friend this, and my friend has a lot of anxiety. He's like, "This doesn't bother you?" And he's right. I never thought about it, and I'll tell you very quickly. Number 1, I survived a robbery. This man had a gun to my chest, and oopsie, he would have killed me. I would have died. I would not have survived it. It was right here in my heart.
Oh my God.
Number 2, I was watching a truck pull something, and it was real heavy, and the chain broke, and it flew right past my head. People could not believe it, and it almost hit me straight in the eye.
Oh my God.
Now, maybe I wouldn't die, but it could have. It went straight through like a bullet. And my friend said, "You don't think about this?" And I said, "No." And he says, "Yeah, that's weird." And I guess maybe, and so Bridge survives this serious accident, and in our next sentence we see, since then she has started to question her purpose in her life. And the way it affected me is that sometimes I think about it, I wouldn't meet my wife, I wouldn't have my cats, I love being a teacher and helping kids, I think I'm a good teacher, and all the good things I can do in the world, 没有办法. And that makes me a little angry, if it makes sense. I feel angry that 菜点就被拿掉. And that makes me angry in a weird way. I don't know what that means, but there you go. So I survived some serious accidents. And Bridge, she is affected differently. I don't know about you guys. How do you feel if you survived serious accidents in your life?
没错，我刚简单跟大家讲一下，老师刚刚提到说他人生中有2次跟死神擦身而过的机会，然后一次呢，我们在介绍那个午夜图书馆 Midnight Library 的时候，曾经有提过哈，就是他老师呢曾经被枪指着这个胸口，说你叫你把钱拿出来。
He had a 散弹枪, not a gun. He had a shotgun. With, I mean, it would have killed me.
Yeah, 所以到后来就老师就把钱啊什么钱包什么都通通丢下来，然后密码什么都给人家这样子。然后第二次的话是有这个卡车，然后后面有一个拖车 ，maybe a trailer.
It was like a tractor pulling like heavy wood out of the river. I was just watching this thing.
没错，在旁边看的时候，突然那个链子断了，那个东西就沿着切线方向朝老师飞过来，然后就在老师的这个眼睛的旁边这样飞过去。然后老师刚刚提到说 ，it could have killed me. 他本来有可能是这个就是把我杀掉，就是让我丢了性命。所以经过这些事情之后，然后人家就问老师说：“那你这样经过的时候，人生有什么不同的看法吗？你会觉得人生好像有不一样的看法？”他就说：“还好，没有。”大家就觉得他很怪这样子。
Yeah, people maybe that makes me weird. I don't know. I never thought of it much. So since then, she has started to question her purpose in life. So Bridge survived this difficult thing, and she's like, "Okay, what does my life mean? What should I do?" 我没有这个感觉，
没有这个感觉，所以在这边的话，我们主角跟老师不太一样的事情是，他就开始去质疑说，那我人生的意义是什么？毕竟经历过生死，你的很多事情的看待会不一样嘛。他就开始不断的去想，那我这一生要做什么？因为我可以差一点点就丢了性命。
Yeah, really. And people said, "Wow, I can't believe you survived that." They thought it was crazy. At that time, Emily begins a romantic relationship, and Tabitha becomes deeply interested in social justice. Now, everybody stop. Listen to me right now. Take out your highlighter, 滑到 interested in. Usually we want a be verb here, right? Say interested in. We have in. That's our preposition. You need a noun here. And if you use a gerund, don't forget your gerund. Don't say interested in watch TV. It's interested in watching TV. I want you to circle that preposition.加 VING 写下来 do it now
没错，要特别注意这件事情。我们刚刚前面在那个 of 后面加上 VING 就知道了
Same rule.
That's the same rule. 所以在这边的话我们也是一样，我们先把 interested in 圈起来，后面因为 social justice 是名词，所以我们这边的话直接放上去就好。但如果你说我对看电视感兴趣的话， you have to say be interested in watching TV 这样才 OK.
That's right. You're interested in things 怎么拼 THING.
That's right. 这是一个很好的记法所以他这边就提到说了，好，我们主角1号呢 Bridge 他本身开始对自己的这种生命的意义开始去思考，对不对？那在这边的话呢，后面他就提到 at the same time， 我们主角2号 Emily begins a romantic relationship， 开始在谈恋爱了。然后 and Tabitha 我们主角3号 becomes deeply interested in， 好，非常非常对后面这件事情感兴趣。什么事情呢？ Social justice， 对于这种社会的这种正义、公平正义开始非常感兴趣。
Don't say justice, that's not ice, it's justice, Shashin. As the story moves toward Valentine's Day, a private photo of Emily is shared online without her permission. And wow, this one hurts. Because people, I mean, young people, you guys, that camera is super dangerous. And you will take a picture of something and send it to someone. And listen, if it's online forever.
呀，那些照片会活得比你还要久。所以说在这里的话，他提到一个很重要的事情，他说 As the story moves toward Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day 就是情人节 ，a private photo of Emily. Emily 我们刚刚不是讲在谈恋爱吗？ A private photo 就是那种比较私密的照片。那有的时候这种私密照片、私密影片，在情侣之间，也许有人会说做个纪念还是什么，但是一旦流出去之后，那就是永远的伤害。他说 is shared online without her permission. Permission 这个字呢，就是指允许。Without her permission 就是在她没有允许的情况之下，就被这样子分享、散播出去了。
They they shared it without Emily saying it was okay, if you want to define this in English, okay? Permission, 那个 SS 发 SH 写下来. This causes serious problems within their social circle. Your social circle are the people you most often talk and work with.
Yeah, 没错。所以在这边的话，我们看到 social circle 就是我们说的社交圈。那在这边他说 this causes serious problems. 这样的问题啊，一旦这个私密照片被散发出去之后，你也不知道说啊，你身边朋友是不是看过了？然后就算他们没看过，你会想说他们看过，他们看你的眼神都会被你过度解读，对不对？所以这边他提到说 this causes serious problems within their social circle. 然后人们在讲的时候，你会想说他们是不是在讲我窃窃私语，在讲我的这个私密照片的事？你会开始非常非常担心。在这边的话 serious problem 就是这样子的问题。
This situation shows how easily online actions can get out of control and harm others.
所以在这边你就看到 the situation 这个情况呢 shows how easily online actions 在网络上的这些行为会怎么样容易的 can get out of control 很容易的失控 and harm others 对他人造成伤害。
Okay, before our break, very quickly, look at private. 这个就是在 Valentine's Day 之后的那个单词 Valentine's Day, a private photo. I want you to circle that because we're going to talk about it in day 2. The word privacy. This is private. We're going to talk about privacy tomorrow. Write that down. P-R-I-V-A-C-Y. Privacy.
没错，就是隐私的意思。如果今天说 I invade your privacy， 就是我侵犯了你的隐私。invade 这个字的拼法是 I-N-V-A-D-E， 就是侵犯或是攻打别的国家哦，就是那个也可以用 invade 这个字。那我侵犯了老师的隐私，看你的 diary， 那这样的话也就是 invade his privacy。
Okay, let's take a break. Okay, friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're on pages 10 and 11 through topics such as friendship, loneliness, betrayal, and love. Goodbye, Strangers suggests that people have many different sides, and these sides can change over time.
好，所以他接下来告诉你说，好，在这个小说里面呢，有包含了非常非常多的主题哦，像 such as friendship, loneliness， 好，你也看到非常非常多的这种名词的字根嘛，对不对？好，友谊啊、孤独啊、背叛跟爱情。那再见陌生人这个作品呢 ，suggest 就是就有指出，让大家知道 that people have many different sides， 每个人许多不同的面向 ，and these sides can change over time。随着时间的过去，这些面向会慢慢的改变。
Yeah, you shouldn't be the same person you were when you were a kid. Growing up, therefore, is not about finding one fixed self, but about learning to understand and accept these changes.
好，接下来这句话告诉你说，何谓成长呢 ？Growing up, therefore， 所以成长 is not about finding one fixed self。好，这个 fixed 就是固定的，你不会是一个一成不变、固定的自己。But about 是 not about, but about 就是不是前面的，而是后面的。什么呢 ？About learning to understand and accept these changes， 要慢慢试着去了解，并且去接纳自己发生的这个改变。
Here is some hard truth. You can't control most of what people think, feel, or do. The only thing you can control is how you react to what they do. It's the only thing you can control.
没错，所以说今天你没有办法去控制人家要怎么想、怎么看一些事情。唯一的办法，你能控制的就是你如何去应对 ，react to， 好，应对你所碰到的这些事情。所以你的应对、你的解读是比较重要，也是唯一你能控制的事情。
That's right. Listen, we got a lot more to talk about, but we're out of time for today. So we'll be back tomorrow after our extended 24-hour break. But until then, for Enjoy English School, I am Chris Gorski.
I'm Anthony.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.